What's up, everybody? This is Jason Kaiser, vocalist of Origin, and you are inside DaBelly. Hail space. Good. I want that in it.
Okay. That'll be.
That was the beginning of the interview.
Yes.
Actually, I'll start this.
Yep. So.
I have not showered in several days, and I look fantastic.
This is Jason from Origin on a tour with Christian, and we are here in Phoenix, Arizona. Having fun?
Having a great time. It's always great to be back here. I like Joe's Grotto a lot. It's always a good time for us.
So you guys have had kind of an exciting tour so far. The proposal. Oh. If you could tell us a little bit about that. That was the most cool ring, by the way.
Was it? I don't know. That's lady things. I'm not concerned with that.
It's a metal ring.
But no, I mean, honestly, I don't know what's been going on. I am just some kind of barometer for love and matchmaking lately. This is like the second time this year I've been involved in something like that. On 70,000 Tons of Metal earlier, I walked a bride down the aisle because Corpse Grinder was gonna do it, but he gave up. He was too cool at the last minute, so I was like, don't worry, Corpse Grinder, I'll fill in. And so, I mean, I might have just been the only other recognizable guy around, but I'll take it. But yeah, and so I walked a woman down the aisle that actually got legitimately married on the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise, and the other day, somebody hit me up asking me if he could propose to his girlfriend on stage. Of course I'm going to take that opportunity. I'm not going to just let that gold slip by me. And he made good on it. He showed up. He proposed in death metal voice. I made her answer in death metal voice, and then made them hand in hand crowd surf to the bar for a celebratory shot. But in a way, I'm a little disappointed she said yes, because I had a whole shtick prepared. If she said no, we could make it that. I got to stretch that out into at least 2 minutes of hilarious material.
Do you think you're going to start your own dating website or app?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like it's just drawn to me. I am just death metal Cupid lately. And but even when we played in LA 2 days ago, it was at what was obviously, we showed up, and it was one of those showed up and these kind of clubs with no stage. It was a wedding reception hall with silk curtains and stuff hanging off the walls and Greek pillars and very nice. And I found out that my merch guy on this tour is one of those internet ordained priests, so he could marry people. So I was on stage just if anybody wants to get married, this is the place to do it. If anybody, I was offering myself up. I was like, if you want to marry me. Nobody wanted to marry me, though. I mean, there were a couple dudes in the front, and I would have made good on it, but I think sure, I mean, whatever. I put my money where my mouth is, but they bailed. They bailed on me.
Well, you guys have sure been busy since the release of Omnipresent. Doing a lot of festivals. Do you think you prefer doing festivals more so than tours, or what are your thoughts on tours and festivals in comparison? It's
kind of a tough call. I mean, the festival experience playing it's just a 180-degree, completely different shift. You have to work yourself up into a different way to. I mean, for me at least, I enjoy the crowd participation. I enjoy the sweat and gross and dudes falling on me, and I can appreciate that more. When you do a festival, you have that separation, so you have to just mentally ignore the fact that the people you're being come on, getting excited are 25 feet away, which I'd like playing to 10,000 people, but I feel like I'd like the sweaty club environment more. It's just more real, I guess. And I don't do this I don't do this for money, but I do this because I enjoy doing it. And when you do those barricade 50 feet away people, it feels like your work. It feels work more than catching somebody stage diving on you and ducking people kicking in the face and stuff like that. That's much more exciting.
That's cool. So how has your opinion of your album changed in this last year?
My opinion of my album? Well, I mean, it was definitely a different album than the Origin usual fare. I mean, I think a lot of people, it caught a little bit of internet, what are they doing? But it's when I stopped listening to it for a minute and picked it up again later. I love it. I have no problem with it, obviously. But, and I feel like a lot of fans have come up sharing that same thing. Like, at first I was confused at what you were doing. Like, why weren't you doing the Origin typical thing? And then it gave me two, 3 listens, and now I love it. Like, I totally get what you were talking about. And but yeah, and like, we don't want to write the same album every time. We don't need to have the, blast attack constantly. And yeah, we're just trying to keep things interesting. And writing, we're at a level of a band where we're doing okay, but we're not big enough to where anybody tells us what to do or how to write stuff. We have no label representative being like, no, you have to do this style. So yeah, I think it's doing good. Omnipresent, out now in Nuclear Blast Records.
Oh, sure. Just walked by.
Sure.
So the covers of Chaos and the Teletubby video. If you guys go onto if you go onto their Facebook page, they had a contest for covers, and somebody put Teletubby. I don't know. See how long you can get through that video. That's the contest with that one. What are your
an endurance? It is that in particular isn't it? You should stick it through because it just somehow like there's like Full House quotes in it, like creepy Full House narrative, and it just gets weirder by the end. But it's the covers of Chaos contest was just like a goofy idea we had because we were watching a guy did a clarinet cover of Finite of one of our songs, and it was brilliantly done and like a split screen. He covered every like I don't know, bass clarinet, I guess, if that's a thing, and he just like had everything down. He really put a lot of work into it. So we figured maybe see if anybody else wanted to do something goofy, and best case scenario, somebody else does all the work and gets 10 million views if it's fantastic. And we had some cool entries. I liked my favorite. I didn't get a chance to pick a winner because we went on tour. We kept like putting the date back, but the winner is the 2-year-old girl who moshes to Origin. She obviously is a winner. So I will send her a hoodie that she will grow into eventually, and CDs that she won't understand in 10 years, like what they are.
They'll be collector's items.
She won't even know. They'll be like an 8-track to her. They'll be like, I don't understand these things.
So do you remember the first song that you ever learned the lyrics to, that you ever learned to sing or play?
In general?
Yeah, the first one you can remember.
Ooh, this is... I don't know. How obscene can we get on this interview?
Obscene as you want to go.
My first band ever, when I was very young, was a band called Teenage Dog Orgy. And I think the first song I ever wrote was, I think the Raped by a Dog was, I don't know, one of those, or like Elderly Orgies, and something about eating poop. I don't remember. But I was like 13, so it was stupid.
Great.
But, yeah, Elderly Orgies. Let's go with that one. I still remember the lyrics now to this day, now that we bring it up.
Okay.
And it's, no.
Okay. I do.
It's lusting for wrinkled octogenarians was a key point. And that's it. Yeah.
I do want to point out your fanny pack, back in style.
I am not ashamed of this. I'm Jason Kaiser from Origin, and I approve of this fanny pack.
The cockfighting,
Even
and
better.
then a bounty hunter shirt.
No, I'm a fashion. I'm the new Kim Ye or whatever. I don't know, Kim Kardashians. I'm the new Kim Kardashian. That guy knows.
So there is a South Africa festival coming up that you guys are going to be doing. Tell us a little bit about that, and then what else you guys have coming up for the rest of this year, falling into next year.
Yeah, that should be great. I mean, it's apparently, a new market. Apparently, they did it last year, and a couple of friends of our bands played it. And yeah, we're excited. And we do that. We're working on doing South America, so then we will have hit every inhabitable continent. Like we did China, Southeast Asia last year. We've done Australia plenty of times, Japan, Europe. So that would be fantastic. And I think right now, like Behemoth and At the Gates are headlining, so it's a legit fest. So yeah, we're working on that. We had a European tour. It's not happening anymore for November. So we're basically open to write to start working on a new album, which is more exciting, I think. So
you said Australia, and who is it? You that is the pun master in the band? The qualifications post that you had on your Facebook. You had a picture of a koala bear.
Oh.
And the qualifications with the Australia. Is that you?
All the stupid stuff you see on the Facebook is me, because I get bored, and I don't know. I have, less responsibility as the front man. I carry a case with microphones in, and then I'm loaded up. And ready to go in my fanny pack, So, yeah. So usually that's me, and I apologize. I know it's 90% inane silliness, but gotta get those likes up. Get those likes.
So besides that festival, what else do we have to look forward to? possible new album, it sounds like, or writing?
Well, I mean, we're on the road now. If you haven't seen us, you're missing out. I think after this, like I said, we got time off, so yeah. I don't know. It might be a return to form for Origin. It might be, it might be something brand new. I don't know. We might do a dubstep album. Who knows? Well, we'll surprise you.
Well, thank you very much. You guys check out Origin. They're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the cool social media sites. And then don't forget to subscribe to us.
I don't think we're on Twitter. I mean, we are on Twitter. I don't know how to use Twitter yet. I haven't learned. One day, I'll get with the future.
Just follow them anyways. Thanks, guys.